Here's some ways you can break free from victimhood or saving yourself because no one's coming for you. So let's go through some options. There's so many, but I'm just going to go through a few. First of all, it's just becoming aware that you're wanting others, wanting validation, or you're in, the pouting, or your moods are all over the place. You're really unstable, you're really reactive, and you're just finding yourself like you're like, oh, I just can't get a grip on my life. Or you think someone else, it's always someone else's problem, or it's then are you. It's like thinking like a lot of negativity, and just like either pouting, or like if you remember like as a child, like what the like as an adult, like what that a tantrum could be like. It's like being angry at somebody or something, or being jealous, or just all these different or condescending, or just like wanting to prove you're right, just kind of all this negativity stuff. And I'm like, I've done all of it, and I'm starting to realize like it's not worth it. But it's like, first of all, it's becoming aware that you're even doing it, or repeating the same patterns over and over with people, or you're noticing like you're not being seen or heard, and you're like, Why not me?" or "Why can't it be me?" or "Why do they always get whatever it is?" And so it's like just being aware that you're in that situation first. And so it's like, allow yourself to like ask yourself questions like, why is this seem to be keep happening to me? Maybe write it out in a journal. Like I use my journal for everything. I write everything out because I know how powerful getting it out of our heads is. And I know for some people you might not believe that, but it is extremely powerful because you can, ask yourself like, I'm mad at this, so da 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 da. But it'd be like, but why am I mad at this? Is it just because, I'm judging them, or is it because they're reflecting something inside of you that you're doing? Like, just think about it like if someone's judging you, like, are you judging other people? Like, just kind of like think outside the box a little bit. Like, maybe like, or what is it that you could be learning from whatever the situation is, instead of being like, well, it's their fault, not mine. But so just taking responsibility for how you're showing up, and just, that awareness is the first thing. If you aren't aware of it, then it's hard to like work on it, or realize it's there, because it's so programmed into your subconscious that you don't even really are doing no don't even realize you're doing it. And it's okay. Like, it's don't beat yourself up over it. It's just something to observe and to realize that you're doing. And if you want to change it, you have the power to do so. Once you're aware, then you can take steps to, like, do things that calm your body down. So this could be, dance. Like, this could be like flowing, and this could be somatic exercises. This could be breath work. This could be meditation. This could be prayer. This could be setting an intention for the day to create like this power in you. This could be affirmations. This could be going to yoga. This could be exercises so you get out of your head into your body. That's getting into your heart and your body, and just like realizing that, us thinking nasty things isn't you're not going to solve that if you continue to talk negatively to yourself. So it's like, get in some sort of flow so you're in a more relaxed state. Whatever calms you, like, do that. I mean, for me, it's a few things like journaling, meditating, uh walking in nature, putting my bare feet on grass or dirt, because it is a for some reason, in like, I know there's a scientific reason why, and I should know this, I'm an electrical engineer, but it allows your body to like calm down, and like you're able to become like more magnetic with the earth, and it's like earthing and grounding. So it just makes you feel less charged. I guess that's perfect, actually. Less charged. And so, but yeah, like just even 10-20 minutes of that can like calm yourself down. I tried it and I was shocked it worked, and it felt so good. But it's just like it's finding ways in your life to create like that happiness or that calmness in your body. Like, don't, because you being constantly in the stress mode or overwhelmed or fight or flight, it doesn't work. And your body is will eventually just either crash and burn, or something else will happen, and it's just like then it makes things so much worse instead of better. Like, listen to, relaxing music, like, calming music. If, like, any kind of music relaxes you, then do that. Like, find take a little bits of time throughout the day and work on that, like, breathing, like, at a breathing exercise. All of this could take, like, if you do, like, little bite sizes of them, it can take anything from, like, 2 minutes to 30 minutes. It just depends on what you wanna do, or an hour. And so it's like for me, like, I love dance class. So it's like that's an hour. So like it's super fun and relaxing, and I am so uplifted afterwards. And so it's just do something that's empowering for you. And this could be anything for anyone. So yeah, keep going. Focus on what you can control, not on what you can't control, because you can't control people, you can't control circumstances, you can't control, what's going on like weather-wise, you can't control all that. But you can control yourself, how you react, the way you're being, like your moods, all that. You can control all of that within you. But just remember, like, you can't control what other people, and even if you try to control other people, they'll be repellent, or they will feel that control, and it's like it won't feel good to them. And so they will either, yeah, you either won't have a good relationship, or they'll start repelling away from you. So it just depends. So just focus on what you can control, like your emotions, your actions, all that. And just remember that, like, just let go of what other people are doing. I know sometimes that's easier said than done. Heck, I know it took me a long time to understand that. I'm still working on it, but the more you try to control somebody or nag them, like the less they're gonna want to do that, or less they're gonna want to be around you. So just think about that. Another thing is, like, if you're somebody who like beats yourself up over all sorts of things, or you're super critical, you're a perfectionist, you'll beat yourself up over everything, or if you set a goal and you're not hitting it, or you're like, oh, I didn't do that again today, and you're like, instead of going, okay, what could I do tomorrow to change that? Like, just like, forgive yourself, like, for everything. Like, what happened in the past is in the past. Just work on forgiveness of yourself. Like, tell yourself, like, I forgive you, like, internally, and like that, like, I'm safe and I forgive you, and say that to yourself multiple times. You can say it in or out, you can say it inside, or you can speak it out loud. But it's like, you can also say, like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and say that over and over again. Like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You say that over and over and over again, like, you eventually will believe it. Your brain will begin to believe it, and you'll begin to feel softer about that. Or you can, like, say that not necessarily to somebody, but, like, be like, I want to forgive this person," and say that, like, I want to you forgive that person, and say it over and over again. And sometimes, like, let's say you're having a hard time going to sleep, I'll actually do that to myself, or I'll be like, I'll just spread forgiveness out to whoever I need to. And so it's just allowing yourself to forgive yourself and others, whether, like, at the moment you believe it or not. Just, like, tell yourself that, and eventually you will believe it. Another really important one to me is, like, gratitude. Just being thankful for everything you do have, and not what you don't have. Like, because if you're in gratitude, you will begin to create more abundance in your life, and you will see the abundance in your life. Because just think about it, like, if you have a roof over your head, you have a car to get to wherever, you have a job, like, even if you don't love the job, just think, like, you're not, like, struggling like some people are. Some people don't have any of that, and they're just living on the streets or whatever. Or just remember, like, every little thing, like, even like, "Oh, I got up and worked out in the morning," like, that's still a win, and that's still something to be grateful for, because you're working on your body and your mind. And so it's just like, just remember every little thing, even like just the love of a parent, or the love of somebody else, or the friendship that you have, or um, the boss you had that is not, you know, being mean to you, or, just like, there's little things here and there to be grateful for. The more you're grateful for things, the more abundance you will create, because you will be in the mindset of I already am abundant. So I am abundant kind of feeling. So if you're like that, then you will attract more abundance. And so for me, I write down every night. Like if you find yourself having a hard time in the mornings when you wake up, think of 3 things before you get out of bed that you're grateful for. But for me, like, I do it at the end of the night, but if you find yourself with struggle, do it in the morning. And so it's just like setting the gratitude for the day and the abundance. It's like already uplifting your mind and your body already in the morning. And so for me, I do it at night, but that's just me. So I write it out and I just write a minimum of at least 3 things I'm thankful for. Another one would be reframing the story you tell yourself about something. So, for example, for me, like I didn't like somebody, and I couldn't, and I know that they triggered me, and I was just getting really annoyed and frustrated. And I didn't want to be around the person, but it's not somebody that I can just not be around, because, yeah, I'll just say that. And so I was constantly like, God, like, why am I so negative towards this person? And like, why did this person always give me like triggers? And so like triggers me. And so I was like, okay, what would be a way I could reframe the situation? Like, I could say, like, this person, they might be going through a rough time. And so maybe that's why I don't like their energy, or I don't like their feeling. Or maybe it's something that I do that I'm just not being aware of that they do that I don't like. Like for example, if they're not their word, or they say one thing and do the opposite. But yeah, like, I have to think, have I ever done that? Have I ever said I'm gonna do something and not done something? Yeah, a lot. But it's remembering that I also do the same. So why would I criticize somebody for doing the same? We're not perfect. We do our best as humans. And so after over a while, I had to start just reframing and reframing. I also had to work on forgiveness of that person and myself, because it's like there was something inside that I'm just like, ugh, I don't know what it is. But I finally was learning something like, oh, they're doing something and I've done that before. So why would I get mad at them? And so it's like trying to figure out a way to reframe the story you tell yourself about that person. Because like even around people who break up with people and then they want to get back together with that person, like, I know sometimes you only think of the good things, but what about the bad things that you didn't like? Like, remind yourself, like, if there was a nasty breakup, you know, think about, like, what were the good and the bads? Like, do your pros and cons list and be like, "All right, but did you also do the same thing that you didn't like in them?" And so just remembering, like, we a lot of times when we don't like somebody, it's because something they do something that we also do as well, but we're not aware of it. So it's just like, because people mirror us. So, but it's like if you're fine with somebody else, that's obviously that makes it easy, because then you're both, feel like you're on the same plane. But yeah, just remember that we can all change our perspectives, or we can all look at the positives, or yeah, we can shift our perspective on the way we think about things. Like for example, like I don't love my job, but like I'm learning some cool stuff. Like, so what is it positive? Like, is there a way that I can start practicing my communication with people? Yeah. So I started thinking like, oh, okay. So how can I make it more fun? Like, can I make more, be more goofy, be more weird, and create like make people happy and enjoy life. I could ask them how they're doing, and like, can I practice with people and be like, in communication? Because for me, like, I find like communication that can be sometimes tough for me. I'm a talker. But it's just like it's the way of communicating with somebody else so you can get something done together, or collaborating, or finding ways that you can be more flexible with somebody. So it's just how can you make it more fun? Like try to find more ways to, enjoy life or enjoy your day. Like, what are the little things that can cause you to have more fun? So it's just like changing your perspective. Like, like this job is great. Like I'm learning a lot. Like I work with like nice people. Yeah, and they're not always the greatest people at the same time. But they're in the EO, but how can I practice working in my communication? So it's just like just reframe and try to work on shifting your perspective. It's not easy, and I understand that, but just try to work on that every day of changing your perspective, and your life will be so much more happy and more content and more peaceful. So just remember that, and it's okay. Take it slow. This is a journey, so it's okay. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more info. Thank you all for listening. I love you, and let's rise like a phoenix.